7 Habits that Help Seniors Stay Out of Nursing Homes. When 76-year-old Martha Bennett opened her eyes each morning in her quiet, sunlit home in Asheville, North Carolina, she often whispered a small thank you to herself, not just for the comfort of her own bed, but for the independence she still had. While many her age feared physical illness, what Martha dreaded most was the loss of autonomy. The thought of ending up in a nursing home, with unfamiliar routines and distant caregivers, simply wasn't the life she imagined. Determined to stay in her home and live on her own terms, Martha embarked on a journey of graceful aging, guided by a set of simple yet powerful habits. These weren't expensive treatments or high-tech regimens, but 7 everyday practices grounded in science and lived out by people like her. Practices that ultimately became her personal secrets to living well, avoiding dependency, and enjoying each day with purpose. The first habit she embraced was gentle daily movement. Martha wasn't trying to train for marathons or lift heavy weights. She discovered the 3-6-9 method: 3 minutes of light activity in the morning, 6 at midday, and 9 in the evening. Her mornings began with slow, intentional motion, making her bed, drawing open the curtains to let in the morning sun, and walking a few laps around her living room. At midday, she'd rinse dishes, water the porch herbs she loved, or stroll to her mailbox, letting the air revive her energy. Evenings brought longer stretches, 9 minutes of walking in place during TV commercials or doing gentle stretches that relaxed her joints. But more than scheduled movement, she integrated activity throughout her day. She placed her TV remote on the far side of the room, left her reading glasses in the kitchen, and kept her favorite books out on the porch. "I created reasons to move," she'd say with a smile. Her neighbor Harold, recovering from a minor stroke, adopted this strategy too. The two of them formed a Saturday ritual, a shared walk to the local farmer's market, rain or shine, a quiet affirmation of life still in motion. Equally important to Martha was maintaining a sharp mind. Like many in her generation, she feared dementia far more than wrinkles. But instead of worrying, she acted. One tip she loved was to retell the morning news in her own words, a practice she began by calling her daughter after breakfast and summarizing the headlines, transforming herself into a personal news anchor. She played mental games with numbers, reciting phone numbers or grocery totals backward. She switched hands for tasks like brushing her teeth, pushing her brain to adapt. Perhaps most delightful was her daily scent ritual: 3 new smells each morning: fresh basil, cinnamon, peppermint. Inhale deeply, name each one. These small acts added mental freshness to her day. In her library senior group, she led others through similar exercises. They told stories from their youth, challenged each other with trivia, and even drew neighborhood maps from memory, laughing as they guessed at street names they hadn't used in years. Martha also understood that staying connected was more than emotional comfort. It was life-saving. Loneliness, she believed, could be as dangerous as disease. To prevent it, she committed to small social rituals: a daily phone call, often to her sister in Florida or an old college roommate in Ohio, just to say, "I'm thinking of you." Every Thursday, she and her friend Linda went grocery shopping together, sometimes adding lunch or a stroll through a thrift shop. Once a month, she visited a nearby elementary school to tell stories from the old days. The children were spellbound. "They think typewriters are ancient relics," she'd laugh. Her community center painting class was another joyful outlet. "We're all terrible painters," she admitted. "But it's not about talent, it's about togetherness." And science was on her side. Research confirmed that social engagement was a powerful predictor of physical and mental health. Friendship wasn't just fun, it was medicine. Her approach to eating was just as intentional. At her age, Martha had no interest in fad diets. Instead, she followed a simple philosophy: eat for strength and longevity. Her rule was 5 colors per day. Each meal became a celebration: red tomatoes, green spinach, yellow corn, white tofu, black beans. "Nature paints for a reason," she liked to say. She also had a hydration routine: 1 glass of water upon waking, and 1 before every meal. Meals were smaller but more frequent: 5 mini-meals a day, chewed slowly, each bite a mindful moment. She prioritized protein, especially from eggs, dairy, and plant-based sources like lentils and tofu. These changes were subtle but powerful. She felt stronger, digested better, and slept more deeply. At her annual checkup, her doctor noted improved muscle tone and lower inflammation. She wasn't chasing youth. She was nurturing vitality. Yet Martha knew that health wasn't just inside the body. It was also in the environment around it. Falls were one of the top reasons older adults ended up in nursing homes. So she took steps to make her home safer. She replaced dim bulbs with bright LEDs, adding reflective tape, near light switches for better visibility at night. In the bathroom, she installed grab bars, non-slip mats, and a shower seat with a handheld sprayer. Hallways were cleared, rugs secured, and cords taped down. Everyday items were moved within easy reach to avoid bending or climbing. Her friend George copied her setup after he slipped in his bathroom. "You saved me from a hospital visit," he confessed. These changes didn't just protect her, they empowered her. Her home became a place of healing, not hazard. Financial peace of mind was another pillar of her independence. Martha reviewed her monthly bills and found ways to cut fixed costs. She canceled and used cable packages, adjusted her cell plan, and reevaluated her insurance. The savings went into a dedicated emergency fund, money set aside for unexpected medical costs like a walker, therapy, or hearing aid. She embraced senior discounts proudly, whether on bus fare, prescriptions, or museum tickets. "Being thrifty isn't about being cheap, it's about being smart," she'd say. With fewer financial worries, she could sleep easier, knowing she wouldn't be a burden to her children or have to rely on a facility out of desperation. Finally, perhaps most profoundly, Martha focused on her emotional well-being. She believed that true aging well meant waking up with joy. Each night before bed, she wrote in her gratitude journal one small thing she was thankful for. Some nights it was the taste of fresh strawberries, other nights a call from her grandson. She laughed often at silly cat videos, at her own mistakes, at stories with her friend Karen. 3 good laughs a day, she'd say. That's the best prescription I know. She practiced letting go of regrets, old arguments, or anxieties about the future. After losing her husband 12 years prior, she learned that holding on could weigh you down. "I live now," she'd say simply. She joined a weekly meditation group where seniors practiced breathing, storytelling, and simple mindfulness. There, in the quiet, she found comfort in being seen, heard, and valued, just as she was. All of Martha's habits, though small in isolation, added up to something much bigger, a lifestyle of resilience. And she wasn't alone. Research from respected institutions like Tokyo and Kyoto universities confirmed what Martha lived. Micro-habits, practiced daily, lead to significant health benefits in seniors. They reduce hospital visits, prevent mental decline, and delay nursing home entry. The best part? You don't need perfect health or a support system to start. Even those living alone or managing chronic conditions can adapt these habits, with medical guidance, to fit their needs. Results come quickly. Better sleep and mood within weeks, and noticeable strength and confidence in just a few months. Now 78, Martha still lives in the same cozy home, still tends to her herbs, still tells stories to schoolchildren who look at her with wide eyes. She isn't trying to turn back the clock, she's dancing with it. Her life is proof that aging doesn't have to mean decline. With a little structure, a dash of intention, and a whole lot of heart, anyone can stay strong, happy, and independent for years to come. So why wait? Start with a glass of water. Take a short walk. Call someone you love. Your future self will thank you. And if this story inspired you, even just a little, take a moment to share it. Like this video to help spread awareness. Comment below and let us know which habit you'd like to start today. Subscribe to our channel for more simple, science-backed tips to help seniors live longer, happier lives, and be sure to click the bell icon so you never miss a new video. Together, let's build a community where aging is not feared, but embraced with grace, dignity, and joy. If you found these 7 secrets to healthy aging helpful and inspiring, don't keep them to yourself. Share this message with your loved ones, especially parents, grandparents, or friends who are entering their golden years. Sometimes, just one small tip can make a big difference in someone's life. If you believe that growing old can still be joyful, independent, and full of vitality, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps spread this valuable knowledge to more people. We also invite you to leave a comment below and share which habit you'd like to try first. Whether it's standing up during TV commercials, calling a friend each morning, or starting a gratitude journal, your story might inspire others too. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more simple, science-backed tips on how to stay strong, happy, and independent as you age. Click the notification bell so you'll never miss a new video. Together, we can build a community where aging is not something to fear, but something to celebrate with grace, dignity, and joy.